Number two, we focus so much on consistency of action, but we overlook consistency of mindset. And I would argue that consistency of mindset is much more important than consistency of action, at least in the process of getting started. Here's the deal. When you have a consistent mindset, consistent action follows. When you are operating in a flow-based way, when you're operating with ease, when you're operating with harmony and alignment within yourself, when you are not fighting yourself, when there's not internal friction, that's when you're able to show up consistently. You might have had the experience of forcing yourself to do something that you don't want to do. Like, I need to go to the gym. I need to do this. I need to do that. And you might have had one or two things happen. One, you were only able to do it for a couple weeks and then it totally fizzled out. Then, that thing just sort of ended and died. Or you were able to do that one thing, but it became the only thing. Like, you became the gym person who's just like, oh, I must go to the gym every day at 5 a.m. And yet you're not actually living the life that you really want. And you've relied on this part of your identity. And I think it's actually a really good thing and shows that you can expand this, but there is a mindset piece that you need to master if you want to reach your potential, if you want to be the most fully expressed version of who you can be. And it is learning how to have a flow-based mindset. It's learning how to, when you're at war with yourself, rather than forcing yourself into a particular situation, is actually coming up with a flow-based game plan. And how do you actually do that? I want to keep this practical for you. When we have parts of us who disagree, when we have parts of us who want to do one thing or want to do another, let's just say part of me wants to go get ice cream and part of me wants to go clean the kitchen. If I become someone who just constantly chooses one or the other, we can imagine how my life would go. If I'm only choosing to get ice cream all the time, I'm not going to have a very successful or very happy life. And if I'm always delaying gratification, I'm never really going to be satisfied or enjoy my time here on earth. And I think both of those things are important when it comes to ultimately being as consistent as possible. And so how does this actually work? Well, number one, you need to actually release the feeling of force. You're holding that in your body. You need to learn how to surrender. You need to learn how to breathe. You need to learn how to relax. Number two, you need to learn how to listen to these parts. Listen to the part. Observe the part. Feel the part who wants the ice cream. Listen to the part. Feel the part who wants to clean the kitchen. Here's the path for you: is start to create an environment within yourself of internal collaboration and not fighting. This is a much bigger topic, and I have plenty of videos about this. You can check those out. Step number 3 towards being consistent in 2026 is listening to yourself.